Yeah. Happy Sunday to you all. We thank God for today. Story. You can say story. Once upon a time. Cannot say time. In the kingdom of animal, in the animal kingdom, it happens in that kingdom of animal. We all knew about tortoise. We all knew about cat. And this story is a story between cat and tortoise. So tortoise is a cunning animal, is a wise animal. You understand? So in that animal kingdom, cat then is the strongest animal in the kingdom. Like when it come to wrestling, you understand? Cat is the strongest. No one has ever defeated cat in that kingdom. Every year when the king conduct a competition, wrestling competition, every year, every year, every year wrestling competition, cat will win the victory. Cat always win. Cat is the strongest animal. No one has ever conquered or gained victory or won cat when it comes to wrestling. Cat is the strongest animal in those days in the kingdom. So a lot of animals have been trying to win. Some of the animal has gone to far places, do you understand? Uh, for training in order for them to win cat in that wrestling. Cat remain indefeatable. Cat remain the indefeatable animal those days in the kingdom when it comes to wrestling. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah. Please, yeah. I would like, if you are watching, commenting, I would like to know your location, so that I can know where my subscribers and my followers, where they are located. For me, my name is Sebastian Chibuzo Nalwe. Sebastian is my baptismal name. Chibuzo is my Igbo name, my tribal name. Then Nalwe is my surname. So I am bringing this story to you from London, England. So there is something that you need to learn from this story. It's not just a story, but there is a content of truth, there's a content of lesson, there is wisdom, inspiration, there's a lot in it. So cat is the strongest animal those days. Very smart, you understand, very strong when it comes to wrestling. So no animal those days has ever defeated cat when it comes to wrestling. Now, tortoise as a cunning animal sat down one day and asked himself, why is it that nobody has ever defeated or won cat in the wrestling? He said that every year this young cat will win every one and gain the title. You see, at this point in time, you in your profession, at this point in time, you in your career and your destiny, you are the best when it comes to destiny and the purpose with which God created you. You are always the best. But at the same time, there are somebody like this tortoise who will sit down somewhere without your knowledge, you don't know, and ask themselves that same question. Why are you the best? Why you are shining in that area? So this is what tortoise ask itself. Why is always cat? Why is it that nobody has ever defeated cat? Why cat is the cat is always the champion when it comes to wrestling? You see, after asking that question, tortoise said to itself that he is going to find out the secret behind, so that he will contest with cat next turn of the wrestling. And one certain morning, tortoise came to the house of cat and check on him, and cat was not around. Tortoise went home. Then in the night, tortoise came back again and now met with cat and started calling cat very like best name, good name, sweet name, like calling him name of powerful names, just to gain interest, to gain his cat's intention. And cat sense and say that why is he that this visit is sudden, and this name is sudden, that cat has never behaved like this before, even though cat is a best friend. I mean, tortoise is the best friend to cat. Both of them are best friends, but tortoise has never, you understand, dared to fight or to wrestle with a cat. But that time, that because of jealousy and envy, you understand, tortoise now started nurturing, started trying to know the secret power, secret strength of cat. You understand? He now asked cat that I want you to teach me some techniques of your wrestling, some styles. You understand? Some inspiration and your idea that your system of wrestling is very different. You understand that nobody come close to you when it comes to wrestling. That you need to know, you need to learn some certain thing from you. You know, I had been your friend for years, and I loved you, and I do this. Started telling many stories. Now, cat is a good man. Cat said, okay, no problem. Cat open-mindedly, you understand, decided to teach tortoise how to wrestle, how to conquer. You understand? Free mind, without a kind of thinking, maybe there is something behind the tortoise visit. Okay. Now, cat on its own has 10 different tactics. You understand? Cat has 10 style of wrestling. 10. That what it means that if you are wrestling with cat in a competition, you understand? When cat try the first one and fail, he will try second one. You understand? This is a 10 style or 10 techniques. You understand? 10 tactics that cat must try during the wrestling, and one of them must prevail. And if you fail, you know, which means but none of animal, you understand, know up to 5 styles or 5 tactics of that level. You see, that is why cat remain the best wrestler. And that's why you too should upgrade yourself in your field. You too should upgrade yourself. You understand, your career. You understand? So that very day, when they meet to start for the training, cat taught tortoise the first tactics, and they went home. Second day, the same thing. Third day, the same thing. Fourth day, the same thing. Different style on each day. But cat did not tell tortoise that he has like 10 different styles. You understand? But all he said that I will teach tortoise all the pattern, all the styles. Now, on the 80th day of that training, cat was sleeping one day, and something came to cat's mind. And cat say, if I teach, if I teach or impact all my tactics onto tortoise, because see, tortoise is my best friend. What if tortoise, you understand, come back to contest with me in wrestling? What will be my fate? You see? And the cat said, what I will do is that I will reserve one of my tactics, which is number 10. And that number 10, you understand, is like the deadliest one. No matter who you are, you cannot escape that number 10. And cat has never applied that number 10 because he always defeat his opponent before the 80th round. You see, that's never happened. But he said that I'm going to reserve that number 10 in case of necessity, in case if things turns, or if a tortoise ever turn against me, so that I will have a reserve. You see, this is what cat said. And cat now teach tortoise the number 9 on the 9th day, and told tortoise that as you can see, this is my final tactics. You understand? I did this because you are my best friend. I did. You understand? That you should not teach any other person all these things that I taught you. You should not do it. You understand? And you should reserve it. You are my best friend. Now, tortoise started a kind of trying to dig deep to make sure that this is all and all. And cat assured tortoise that this is all. I have no other tactics. That whoever that will use this 9 tactics, do you understand? Either the person, do you understand, defeated me, or we will go draw. Like nobody will defeat each other. You understand? Now tortoise said to himself, wow. And tortoise was happy about that. Marshindi. You see, that's it. So after the whole thing, both of them went home. You understand? So when the next season for that wrestling competition comes again, because nobody has ever defeated tortoise and defeated cat, and everybody was afraid of cat. Do you understand? Because most of them will say that I will not wrestle with cat because cat is going to disgrace me because cat is the strongest. So when everybody was afraid, saying that I cannot fight with cat, I cannot wrestle with cat, do you understand? Behold, tortoise appeared and said to the king Leopard that I am going to challenge the cat in wrestling competition. I am going to, do you understand, wrestle with cat. I am going to contest with cat. I will enter into competition with cat. And when cat heard the message, received the message, cat was like, how on earth that tortoise, my best friend, after I have impacted in him all my best tactics of wrestling, how can cat now come back to challenge me? You understand? And the cat laughed. I remember that his mindset, his thought did not fail him, because one day during the process of teaching tortoise, he reserved one of his tactics in case if tortoise ever turn against him. And tortoise think that it is very wise and very cunning. So when cat received the message of tortoise, you understand, accepting or approaching king in order to do what? To contest, to wrestle with him, cat smiled and said no problem. So when they met in the square where they are going to wrestle, cat look at tortoise and said to the king that I will not wrestle with tortoise. That tortoise is my friend. You understand? I will not wrestle with tortoise. Tortoise is my best friend because I don't want to insult or disgrace him. You understand? Everyone was like, well, they are best friends. True. Do you know what the tortoise say? Tortoise say that is not true. Cat is afraid of me because cat knew that I'm the only man, I'm the only one in this kingdom that can defeat him. That's why he's afraid, not because we are friends. Is that not a betrayal? Cat turn around and say to the tortoise, say, what are you saying, man? You are my friend. How on earth do you think that you are going to defeat me? I defeated all strong, every other one, but you think that you are going to defeat? Say yes, I will. Cat laughed and said to the king, yes, I don't have choice. I wanted to respect him, but he said no. And king said every other animal there was supporting turtle. Everyone was shouting, say yes, yes, yeah, that cat is afraid of tortoise. That what tortoise said is true. And cat accepted to fight with tortoise. Can you imagine that? After I have given someone training, the same person who you have trained turn to challenge you. Now, two of them entered the circle of wrestling area, and they started. Now, at first point, you see, cat used his first tactics to bring tortoise down, but did not work. Tortoise laughed. Tortoise said it will not work, man. Everyone was surprised. Some of them was like, where did the tortoise obtain this strength and this skill of wrestling? How can tortoise survive, or how can tortoise stand cat this way? Without knowing that cat was the one that gave tortoise the training, impacted the skill. But all those things happened in the night, in the secret. Tortoise might claim that he is strong. Cat laughed. Second round, nothing happened. Every other animal was like, we have never seen this. Until the 80th one, nothing happened. Cat laughed and said, tortoise, you betrayed me, but I'm going to show you today that I am your master. I am your friend, and I have been your backup, and at the same time I'm your master. Your plan is to insult or to embarrass me, but today I will give you the worst embarrassment. Tortoise say he can't do something like that, man, because I have all your plan, I have all your secret, I have all your tactics in my hand. Instead, I'll be the one that will end your championship. I will be the one that will bring you down. This happened at the 9th circle. But the king said, okay, that they are going to do for the last round so that they will conclude. Then, if no one, you understand, bring each other down, then they will know that they have drawn. And it's going to be in the history that tortoise was the only animal, you understand, that go into draw competition when it comes to wrestling with cat in the kingdom. You understand? And at that point in time, cat became furious and angry because of the betrayal. And he said to the tortoise, you are fool. I wanted to respect you by not bringing you down, but you are claiming that you are tough. He said, I will now show you that I did not impart all skill. Do you understand? At that point in time, tortoise was afraid. And they go into the final round. You understand? Immediately they are stepping their feet in that circle for the final round. Do you understand? With left hand, cat, with left hand, not even a minute, cat brought tortoise down and defeated tortoise. In fact, it is very easy because that skill, the final skill, has never used it and has never teach anyone about it. So easy. And cat started crying. A tortoise started crying. He said, "Tortoise, today you are not my friend. You are my worst enemy. Because I impact some of my skill on you with hope that you are going to keep the secret and maintain our relationship, but you want to use it to take away my championship." You see, what did you learn from this tale, from this story? One is that in life, number one thing that you should learn from this is that in life, you must upgrade yourself in your field of study. In fact, in any area of life that you find yourself, you must upgrade yourself. Make sure that you are at the best height of that field. If you are an engineer, upgrade yourself in that field of engineer. If you are a builder, whatever that you are doing, whatever that is your career, always upgrade yourself. Make sure that you are at the top. Make sure that nobody will dribble you in your area, in your field, in your career. Make sure that even if you are not the best, but make sure that in that field, don't say you are master of yourself there. That is number one thing, because that's what Cat did. You understand? Number two, no matter how close, how friendly somebody is to you, make sure that you have reserve. You must have reserve of yourself. There must be a reserve. There must be a reserve. Not when your best friend turn against you, do you understand? So there will be no reserve for you. That's what Cat did. Cat reserved one of his skill. You see, and on the day that Tortoise turned against him, you understand, Tortoise could not defeat. So you must have a reserve. Don't teach your friend, no matter how good of you are, don't teach your friend all that you know. There must be a reserve which you will use, do you understand, to be leverage. You understand? Thank you, Jesus. Then, what again is that betrayal is not good. Nobody who ever betray his friend or her friend, his partner or her partner, will ever succeed. The success of betrayal is temporal, never permanent. If you betray your friend, you understand, you may bring that person down, but it's just temporal. You understand? And the action of betrayal, you understand, is a revelation of what has been going on in the betrayer's mind. Whatever someone who do you understand, did on the day of betrayal, do you understand, is not that action did not start that day. It is a long time thought in the person's mind, but just that the person, do you understand, caught a kind of opportunity in your life to execute his or her plan. So that's why you must have a reserve, because as long as we are human beings, as long as you are, there must somebody who have been looking for a chance to bring you down. You can hear about something like antagonist and protagonist. Every human being, do you understand, we always have opposition. You understand? That is life for you. So you must have a reserve. So on the day somebody would like to bring you down, using what you have impacted on that person, so that the person will not penetrate you so bad. Cat is a good man. Cat is a good fighter. Cat is a good wrestler. You understand? But something happened. Cat has 10 skills when it comes to wrestling. Cat has 10 tactics when it comes to wrestling. But instead of Cat to teach Tortoise, his best friend, all the tactics, Cat chose to reserve one. That one was for a reason. When worst come to worst, so that he will use that one to prove that he is a master. So every master must have a reserved tactics for himself. As a master, you must have a reserved skill. Like as you are teaching everybody, as you're teaching your follower, there must be something that you left for yourself. You know, such skill or such impact or such tactic, you understand? You can only release it when you know that you are retired. You understand? Because that one that you reserve, you understand, is going to make you unique. That one that you reserve, is going to make you, do you understand, to be, do you understand? That is going to make others to be still to be respecting you as a master. Immediately that you release all that you know to somebody, you understand, automatically you have become equal with that person. You understand? And when the person notices that you have no reserve, that you have given all, do you understand? Insult, disrespect, do you understand? Looking down will set in. They begin to look down on you because you have nothing left for yourself. You have given out all. You understand? So, not that you are going to be a kind of stingy with your skill. No, you will teach people. Do you understand? You will lecture people, but make sure that you have a reserve for yourself. That reserve just can be used on the day they try to bring you down. You understand? That is what life is all about. So as you can see from this story between cat and the tortoise, that tortoise is very cunning, very trickish, but cat is smart. You see the difference between trickish and smartness. Cat is smart. Cat is very smart, not trickish. Tortoise, do you understand, wanted to trick cat. Do you understand? Wanted to play the smartness of cat. But cat showed tortoise that the smartness, do you understand, is not something you can play with. You see? Thank you, Jesus. I love you all. I hope that we all learned something from this story. A story between cat and the tortoise. Cat is a great wrestler, undefeated, indefatigable when it comes to wrestling. Cat is a smart animal when it comes to wrestling. Tortoise is a cunning animal, a trickish animal. One thing we know about the being trick or being cunning is that a cunning man has never hold title for a long time. A cunning man has never been have never last in championship. Do you understand? Being cunning, do you understand? In fact, sometimes we make it to be ridiculed. There's a difference between being cunning and being smart. You understand? I hope that we understand it. May God bless you all as you listen to this latest story. I will come up with another one next time. Love you all. Zion. Was he killed by Hamas? My goodness. Mm.
Enjoy every moment of life. Just breathe. Feel the love, the joy.
Hello. Same.